2012 Scion XB idler pulley. Here's a few tips if you're running into some issues, which I'm sure you will. This is the idler pulley. This is the bolt, the center bolt that holds it. Now, as you can see, the center bolt does not come out because it would hit the frame. What you need to do is you need to remove the top screw, this one. Let me just put it back before it falls in. The top screw. Let me get a better picture. So this is the top screw. It's the top bolt. Sorry, it's holding this frame, this part of the frame that holds the idler pulley. So basically, you can't take out the idler pulley by itself. This bolt will not have enough clearance whether you raise the engine or lower the engine. It doesn't matter, it's not coming out. You need to take out this bracket with the pulley. The only way to do that is to take the two bolts behind the pulley off. Now when you loosen the pulley belt, you can move the pulley back and forth, give you a little bit of clearance. This one here was really hard to take out. Oh, sorry. This one here is really hard to take out. I ended up rounding it out because of the clearance issues. I didn't have enough clearance to put the correct tool on. Anyway, if you want to do this the right way, you have to lift up the engine. You have to remove this. You have to remove the engine mount here. There's a ton of videos on how to do that. It takes 10 minutes. There is the engine mount. That's the engine mount. Once you take that out, you can put in I used a breaker bar because whoever tightened this pulley tightened it to at least 90 foot-pounds, which is crazy. Almost broke off the head. Anyway, the only way that I got it out was I used an extractor socket. I'll show that to you. This is this extractor socket. I spent 7 hours trying to take out that bolt here. And after 7 hours, I got the extractor bolt. It came out in less than a minute. Not even a minute, it came out in 30 seconds. Having the right tool. Anyway, to get the top bolt out, there's two of them behind that pulley. To get the top one out, you have to lift the engine. And then to get the bottom one out, you have to lower the engine. Oh, shit. Alright, so to get the lower one out, which I already did, I can't see with holding the phone. Okay. That's the idler pulley. Now to get the lower one out, see if I can zoom in. Sorry, I'm really bad at this. That's where the lower bolt came out of. I already took it out. And there's holes inside this pulley so you can put the socket inside. The only way to get the lower bolt out, you have to lower the engine. So basically just take out that, just take out this engine mount. Make sure you're supporting the engine and then just let go, have it go down. Sorry, I did a terrible job recording this, but it drove me crazy, so I thought I'd have to post at least something to help someone else. You can lift the engine, lower the engine. I'm using this cutting board, two of them. Don't do this. Get the right piece of wood for this. This is not something you want to be falling. Okay, so idler pulley. Summary. You need to lower the engine to remove the bottom one. Raise the engine to remove the top one. Use a breaker bar. I use this big breaker bar here. The bottom one was really easy to, you didn't have to do anything, just lower the engine all the way down. You'll have access to the bolt behind the pulley. Now, one thing I really need to make sure you guys don't do this mistake. There's the center pulley, the center bolt on the pulley. Sorry. Yes. Hold on. This center bolt. So this is the one that we loosen. Do not leave it all the way out when you're lowering or raising the engine, because if you do, it will be really close to the frame, and the frame is not smooth. It has some imperfections, some welding pieces here and there. So if you decide to leave it all the way out and it's touching the frame, if you lower the engine, you will break the bolt. It will catch onto the frame. You'll break the bolt going either way, up or down. Don't do that. I almost did that. Thankfully, the bolt wasn't entirely all the way out. But it was touching the frame, and that scared me. Okay, either pulley, very difficult. Now, tensioner pulley. I watched a lot of videos on the tensioner pulley. It's right. It's supposed to be right there. I took it out already. You actually don't need to do anything to remove the tensioner pulley. You don't need to raise the engine, lower the engine. You don't need to take out the engine mount, nothing. You basically just take this piece off. It's usually like this. It's held on. You push it down after you pull out the plastic. Yeah, you pull these plastic tabs out, 4 of them, and you have access to all this space. Took the front tire out. Have some broken lug nuts. I need to change the. I'm changing a lot of things actually. This thing is roll rotted out too. Yeah, so either pulley, you could do it in an hour if you just use your time right. Stop trying to find solutions to go around raising or lowering the engine. I tried that, it didn't work. Ended up having to raise or lower the engine. It's actually pretty easy. I was scared about, the prospect of removing an engine mount, but it's actually pretty easy. Just support your engine, lower the jack all the way down slowly, and then lift it up slowly. And of course, support your car, and then put the wheel stops. If you have any questions, this should be the same for 2008 to 2015 Scion XB. If you have any questions, comments, just let me know. I'll try to help you out.